hello there, my name is Tom Squalo and happy Friday and welcome to another Bitcoin update. A very important video. I want to show you a very interesting bullish pattern that is happening right now in Bitcoin, and there is a very interesting divergence kind of a thing. So really make sure to stick around till the end. A few interesting targets in the current situation and my own overview of the current Bitcoin situation in a short-term perspective. So before we jump right into the action, please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I make a new upload. And please hit that like button right now. One of the previous videos hit almost 1,000 likes, which is amazing, and thank you guys and girls for all the support. And I know that this is very ambitious, but please let's try to go for 1,500 likes. So that would be an amazing support for me, for this channel. It would be just overall really nice. I mean, it's a lot easier to hit a like button. It's a lot easier than to actually create these videos. So that's all that I'm asking. So hit that like button. Let's push this video to 1,500 likes. Okay, thank you very much in advance. And let's just jump right into the action. And I want to show you a very interesting correlation, which right now there is no correlation. So, and I think that this could be a very bullish sign. And here we'll see a price of S&P 500 right here in the upper window. And in the lower window, we'll see the daily chart of Bitcoin. And as you can see, Bitcoin has always been correlating quite closely with S&P 500. And especially right now when the S&P is climbing, Bitcoin is just climbing a little bit, but it's really, I mean, it's in a downtrend. So it's not really, it wasn't really that very much of support. And whenever S&P is going down, Bitcoin is going down really hard. But what we are seeing right now, and we can take a look at all of these correlations in these areas, and whenever, for example, here S&P 500 is climbing, but Bitcoin isn't really doing much, it's just slowly going down. Here S&P is climbing, but Bitcoin had a very small climb, and then as S&P started consolidating, Bitcoin actually started moving downward. And whenever there was a bigger sell-off in S&P, the sell-off in Bitcoin was, you know, going lower and lower and lower. And right now, where we had this very strong climb, really strong retrace that I mentioned in the previous videos, we had a very, you know, soft and weak kind of a retracement in Bitcoin, so it wasn't really any hype for us from S&P 500. But what I wanted to show you right now, something is happening which in my opinion is really interesting. So let's make the Bitcoin chart a bit bigger and more comfortable for us to see, so that we can compare it. So in S&P 500, today is the second day of us actually going down, and we got rejected from this very important level, or which I mentioned in previous videos, of 45.30. And right now, as S&P 500 is going down, actually Bitcoin is actually climbing. See, so it's some kind of a divergence, and Bitcoin is not really converging with S&P right now, which is a really bullish sign in my personal, small, but a bullish sign for Bitcoin nonetheless. And again, before we close the S&P 500 chart, right now it's important for us to watch and see what's going to happen at the level of 44.20. So this is the current target for S&P 500, and then the next one is going to obviously be 42.80. So, and that's something that could be influencing Bitcoin, but now if we're not going to have any correlation, then it's not going to be as important for the time being. So let's move to the Bitcoin chart and let's take a look at the immediate short term. And remember, if you want to be longing Bitcoin or shorting Bitcoin, the best place to do it is Bybit. Down in the description of this video, you'll find my exclusive link with which you can register with Bybit. It takes like 20 seconds. And if you're from United States or any other country that doesn't allow crypto exchanges and this kind of stuff, then there is also in the description a link to NordVPN with a 73% discount, my personalized NordVPN link, which you can use and access Bybit or any other exchange from anywhere in the world. So use that and take part in this crypto revolution. So, and also currently with Bybit, you're getting up to 30% discount on commissions, also with my link, which is quite amazing. Okay, so let's just jump right into the action right here, and we will see that we had this breakdown, which those of you who traded it right from the place that I mentioned right here in this area, congratulations. This move was from about 38,000 down to 36,200, which is simply amazing. So now what happened was our target for this move downward, especially breaking this resistance, this support of this flag right here. Actually, the target was about 36,000, so we were like $200 shy off of it, but could still say almost spot on. Okay, so what is going on now? And right now we are seeing a very interesting effect right here, and that is we are facing resistance currently from both this previous support and the resistance of the falling wedge from the daily chart, which is very important for us to see exactly what's going to happen. Because right here, we were trying to break this resistance so hard, then that's when I said that these kinds of false breaks are simply beautiful, simply amazing. So if you've taken a false break here, or this false break right here, I can't blame you, really good choice. Because the chances of it reversing, I mean, historically, are a lot higher, and in the current bear market, in a short-term perspective, is a lot higher than actually for it breaking above. And let's take a look at the volume, and let's see what's going on. We don't have any kind of special volume here either, so would I expect for Bitcoin to actually break out right now? There is always a chance, right? So this is not financial advice, this is just my personal outlook to the current situation. Would there be any sign of power for the Bitcoin to break above and go suddenly to 42,000? The likelihood is less than 30% in my personal opinion. It still is likely, but it's just not as likely as us actually dancing around for a little bit and then moving downward yet again, just like we saw here. And if we go, and just like we saw in this area, this is something that we might be seeing. So we might see, so this part right here could be correlating with one another. Then the price is coming back to it again right here, so we could be dancing around it, have some kind of a fake out. Everybody's going to be super happy, we're going to see some volume, and then it's going to be another sell-off down to 30,000. So this is one of the things to really watch out for at this current situation. But also it's important for us to understand that we are actually slowing down a little bit, just like we were slowing down in this area. And again, this could have been a breakout, I mean, depending on the news and what's going on. And if we are losing correlation with the S&P 500 and something nice comes out, some kind of news, we see some volume of going above and breaking out of the wedge, could be a really nice opportunity to take a good trade up to 40,600, then 42,000, 46,000, 52, and hopefully to the moon at some point again. But this is a very dangerous situation right now, because if we are looking at Bitcoin, we are again losing power. So we have this higher peak right here, and then we are potentially going to be forming a lower peak right here if we are not going to go past this resistance right here yet again, just like so many times previously. So this is actually quite bearish in a sense that we are forming this lower peak, but it's to be expected because we have a very strong resistance of this falling wedge from the daily chart. So I would be watching very closely, and if you've taken this short trade and you're currently in a short position, a very good choice. And again, you can also try and take it if the price comes back to it again, does something like this, and you can always take a bounce model or a false break off of it with a really short stop loss, because here again a stop loss of a few $100s would be more than enough, with a chance of taking a $1,000 to $2,000 Bitcoin move. So right now we're at this pivotal point, which in my opinion is very important. But again, remember about the volume and the current situation in general. So this is something that I'd be personally looking out for right now. Because remember, for us to actually entertain a possibility of taking a really nice trade, really want to see some kind of a nice structure. So let's go back to the hourly chart once again right here. So we would want to see at least something in the sense of this kind of a formation, or a very strong break with volume, something that we are not really seeing at this time. Or perhaps in the coming days we're gonna see a very nice formation, again creating some kind of a support, and finally support above this area right here, again above our current minimum, and then seeing some kind of a breakout with a target of with a confirmation target of about $39,000, because again we've already been there, we've tried to break it over there, and we had this important level right here. So this is a very tough situation, so don't be fooled and be very, very careful. But nonetheless, I still think that this is still a very good situation, a very good outlook for Bitcoin right now, if we're going to be comparing it to the whole situation that we are seeing in the market. At least we are not flying down like a rock, to the bottom, so to speak. And we're not really seeing that capitulation candle with a lot of volume just yet. So this kind of a price action that we actually had this big retracement going upward right after this drop, and we didn't see this kind of a move down yet, which might be coming with a target of $30,000. But I'm just saying that for now, be very careful with your long trades, just like I mentioned before, and stay rich and stay smart. And please do let me know down in the comments whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me, or just send love to me over in the comments, so that this video goes out into the algorithms. And don't forget to like the video as well. As always, thank you very much for watching. Stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheerio.